Oh, we'll see if this ends up getting used or not. So I'm just loading up. So I looked at the clouds earth file for Pingopete RVE and looked at all the textures that are required for earth clouds, and I simply uninstalled, just deleted all the textures that aren't currently used. So what there was it Sirius, that type of cloud. 2 for that, for that cloud layer, and then 2 for the regular cloud layer. And those were the only ones that appeared to actually be used. So deleted those. I'm just seeing if that saves me any memory or not. We will find out shortly. Next thing I plan to try is ATM Memory Manager. No, it doesn't look like it really saved me anything. Maybe 100 megs, maybe. But that might be worth it. So it's a thing that I might leave unless I obviously see myself start to approach well over 3 during this launch. But if I don't see any difference in the memory usage, then I probably won't post this video. And I'll just conclude in the next one that removing those textures didn't make a difference. Because I know OpenGL, GL, and various tools, they obviously don't want to waste space in memory for things they don't use, but it's sometimes hard for them to tell whether it's going to be used or not. So I could see either way, whether it successfully just ignores the textures that don't actually end up getting called, or it loads them into memory just in case. I'm not sure. It looks like we might be saving a little bit of memory though. And in this video, if we keep it, you will see the cloud change I suggested I made. So let's see, Alt-0, go take a look in Eve Manager. Come on, there we go, clouds. All right, so main, I raised the altitude a bit, and Cirrus, it may not match the numbers I was saying before. Just kind of throwing this together pretty quick, but that's what I set them to. And in a quick test I saw before reloading, I didn't see any craziness happening in the clouds with relation to the ground, which I was happy with. So in the distance here, you were well past 30 kilometers now, well, somewhat past, and I'm not seeing any craziness with the clouds. In fact, I think I didn't see anything. I was kind of paying attention to it up till about 80 kilometers last time, and I didn't see anything there. And around like 80 or 100 kilometers, I find that is when strange things happen with the PQS scaled space fade over. So, see, it's we're way twice, more than twice the altitude where it was starting to behave crazy before. I'm seeing none of the same behavior. So that's the trick I use. I change the clouds, change the cloud height using using the config itself, and there we go. We get the crazy fade out. Everything goes kind of white and ghosty, and then we'll pop into space past 130, and boom, everything is back in real color again. Oh, and that stage burned out. Yeah, this craft is just a test. It's no chance it's going to make it to orbit. Just because of my terrible trajectory. Yeah, so that fixed the clouds. Memory looks actually a bit better. Yeah, I saved about 150 megabytes, which for me is good. That's definitely worth it, considering I didn't sacrifice anything. I'm still using all the 4 textures that you can see in this file. So in main, it shows here the main texture and the detail texture that I always manipulated in the configs outside of game, and in Cirrus there as well. So I just left those 4 textures because those are the only Earth is currently set up here. Though I kind of want to set up some other planets if I can. Let's see, Alt-0 to kill that. Oh, and so in this, I did notice, I was quite happy. Like I said, I did that last time before. So I just changed these numbers in-game, these altitudes, and went apply. So that doesn't work in the normal EVE version, the official release from mid-December, but it does work just fine in the dev release. In fact, I remember back when the dev release, or whichever version I was using, when you opened this menu, the frame rate would just dive. I have no idea why. But that doesn't happen now either. So looks like we saved the memory. Looks like I'll post the video. So now the benchmark is, let me switch back. The benchmark is 2,850 megabytes of RAM, 2.85 gigs. So yeah, I saved about 150 megs by disabling the textures or deleting the textures for other bodies and things I don't use. I do want to enable some of those textures by actually setting up configs, working with Pingo or however I want to set it up. But I want some of those textures to actually get used for other planets, particularly Venus. maybe Mars are of interest to me. Yeah, thanks for watching. So that trick, just deleting the textures unused. Actually, let me quickly state the ones I saved, because it's just easier to say that than to have to go do something else and have to list them out. So if I go look, Eve, because there's a couple others that I subconsciously know might be important, so I just leave them. So there we go. So I kept Kerbin 1, detail low, detail Cirrus, and atmo.dds and all the particles. Because atmo.dds is 1K. I'm not going to delete it in case it causes craziness. And the particles, which are used for the 3D rendering of the particles. So those are the only ones I left. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.